So today we are going to study about telekinesis. Now the last time we had seen about telepathy. I explained you what is telepathy. Tele, distance, and pathy is feelings. This is a Greek word. So if we break down the word into two parts, then we should understand that pathos means feelings. So you can understand feeling of a person from far off distant. बहुत दूर से आप उनकी फीलिंग्स को समझ सकते हैं, उनके विचार को समझ सकते हैं, and that is telepathy. Today I will tell you something about telekinesis. Now, this is totally different from telepathy. The first one, in my last webinar, I told you about how to communicate mind to mind, that is from brain to brain. You transfer your feelings, your thoughts from one brain to another brain. Now in telekinesis, it is the power of brain over matter. So we shall see now uh, how the brain acts over matter. That is, with the help of brain power, mind power, you can move things also. So it's also called psychokinesis. So the power of mind over matter is what we say as telekinesis. So telekinesis is nothing but control of mind over matter. That is the physical things that we have on this planet. You can control that thing also. Inanimate thing, non-living things could be controlled by mind. And that is the power of telekinesis. So by practice, some people have this innate quality, and by practice also you can develop this skill, this quality. These are all supernatural powers, superhuman powers. So some people get it by birth, and some people develop by meditations. Chi is also, just like in quantum physics, it is sublime. The energy level goes to the sublime level, and you can do many of the miracles which you must have seen in your mythological stories, or something that was shown by all that avatars on this planet. So by telekinesis, you can move things. Now I will tell you some example. For example, one of the things that you can do as an exercise is tear some papers and keep on a table. Now what you do is you concentrate with your mind on that paper, bits of paper. You look continuously moves from the table. That means you are able to move that thing. Now second exercise, just like I told you to exercise by which you can develop the skill in my former webinar of telepathy. I would like to tell you about two exercises here also. So one exercise I told you, by just concentrating, by just looking also, you can move little bits of paper, right? By your wish and by energy of the eyes, you can move it. The brain power, the mind power, that electrical impulse, we move that bits of paper. So time will come after much practice, you can really do it. That means you develop that telekinesis skill. So we have also found in history, or you must have also read somewhere, that some people have that innate quality. Their body have got so much magnetic field, that aura, that when they move from one place to another, some of the objects move. For example, the dry leaves on the ground may move if a person of such magnetic field moves from there, with such aura, halo, moves from there, because he has got that high energetic field around him, which is able to push that little bit dry leaves lying there around him whenever he moves, or even dust. The dust moves along with him. So some people have felt that whenever they move, some objects are also moving with them. That means they have that innate quality of telekinesis with them. They have got that power where they are able to control the matters, the objects around them, where the energy are able to move or touch those objects, and they are able to instigate, they are able to instill movement on those objects. So that is what is telekinesis. Hope you are getting it. Let us come to our exercise. So one of the exercises I told you about moving bits of paper with the help of concentration by just looking at them. The second exercise could be with the help of a hand. Just put some bits of paper once again, and you manipulate your hand in such a manner upwards, gradually. Because when you're moving your hand, in Chinese Kuchi, that hand power, when you're keeping both your hands together nearby, there is magnetic field coming from one hand to another. So in between, if some objects with lesser weight are there, and you are able to, steer it with the help of your hands. So after much practice, when you're able to move because of movement of your palm or your hands. So when these two palms are carrying energies and you are just steering that objects lying in between. So, when you're able to just try to move your both the palms up, and you find that object also moving up. So this is another exercise of telekinesis which you can practice, and a time may come. So this all requires, much enhanced practice and meditation, and you are able to develop this skill only after much dedication. You have to get lost in that power, and your energy of the body, complete energy of the body is developed or concentrated to that part of the body only. For example, here the hands and both of your hands. So this is also the reason why we must have seen that in your history, that is the mythological stories or your avatars, how they used to bless by just showing the hands. The person used to get cured. That is because of this sort of energy being transmitted. And some of the photos you can see clearly, they're showing that energy being transmitted from the palm of the hand. So this sort of thing is there in this world, and that is all spiritual powers. So again, just a light in this webinar, and if you have any doubt, you can ask in the Q&A session that will follow. So things move by energy. Okay, that we have to accept and we have to endorse the thing. We can create energies. Energy in the world can neither be created nor destroyed. That is what the law of conservation of energy says there. So similarly, human beings have also. So you can transform your energy from one state to another. And that is what is being done in this spiritual energy in this world, in this cosmos. That is, you transfer your physical energy into electrical state of energy. And that is how, you communicate from one brain to another. That is the signal. Okay, your energy level is converted, the thought level is converted into electrical signals. And nowadays, latest research are also trying to find out what is behind the telepathy. That is the electrodes being put and how they are converting that thought process into electrical impulse, and once again decoding into the brain. Okay, getting that impulse, electrical impulse, and decoding into the brain impulse. How that person gets up and anchor, you are transmitting radiations and you're transmitting your electromagnetic fields. Thought also converted into electrical signals, and then electrical signal passed to that person, and that person, it gets decoded into the brain impulse, and the person receives the thing. So that is what research is being done now in this field of telepathy. And let's see further whether it's happened or not. But without being any physical interaction, without any use of extra your sensory organs, you can transmit your thought to another person, and that is what is telepathy. And we had discussed in the past webinar. Those who missed it out, just watch the link provided in the description box. And in this webinar, I am discussing, or I have discussed already, about telekinesis, that by your energy could be concentrated with the help of your hands, with the help of your fingers, and you can move the things, you can affect uh, inanimate things, or you can affect any physical objects by your brain power, your mind power, your energy levels. So, in southern part of India, there is this sort of energy also, where by pointing fingers, just you can make another person fall down on earth, because the energy is being transmitted from, is complete energy to the tip of his finger, index finger, and he makes another person fall down because then energy penetrates to the navel. He points his finger to the navel, and that makes the person suffer from a severe stomachache and falls to the ground. So there are some practical examples, but these people, they have not taught to the disciples or to their coming generation, the progeny, and this knowledge has been, what you say, gone into the oblivion. So there is something like supernatural powers, superhuman powers, and this is all depends on the energy levels. So if you like this, then try to watch more such videos and subscribe this channel. Energy can move the things that what we find in this thing. Uh, you can see some of the mythological characters doing some sort of miracles. For example, Sant GYANESHWAR, moving with the wall. Now he was able to move the wall. That is what this is telekinesis. That you, with the help of brain power, with the help of your mind, you can move inanimate things. For example, your Hanumanji, completely lifting up completely that mountain or some of the things. They slide the things. For example, sliding the wall where he sat. That was Saint Ganesha's miracle. So this is all because of telekinesis, that they have got supernatural powers, the energy. They were able to concentrate the energy in such a level because of meditation or because of that innate quality in them, that they are able to control physical objects on this planet. So many mythological characters have done this thing, and that you will find in the past history also. So, and there is something like energy in this universe, and that is what it does. The difference between telepathy and telekinesis: brain to brain transmission of thoughts or feelings, that is telepathy, and brain to matter, that is objects. Power of brain or mind over matter is